Happy New Year, everyone, and welcome back to Ask Jeff Anything, where I try to answer any questions sent to me. We took a hiatus for a couple of weeks due to incompetence and drunkenness, but my wife has hidden all the liquor and I haven't found it yet, so in this brief moment of sobriety, we'll answer some questions. Today's question comes from Jason Falter. Jason writes, I've got a writing question. What do you think of authors using run-on sentences in novels, such as William Gibson, who was the master of the run-on sentence? Is this something you try to keep out of your writing or work around at the expense of a great sentence, or is the flow of the sentence more important? Do editors hassle writers on this? Well, Jason, thanks for your question. The short answer is no and no. Well, thanks, Jason, for your question. The short answer is no and no. I don't think too hard about things like run-on sentences or other technical aspects while I'm writing, and I don't get hassled a whole lot by my editor about these things. We go through a stage called copy editing, where a copy editor, who's a person that actually understands the English language and the grammar rules of the English language, goes through your turd of a manuscript and marks up all the places where you made mistakes and puts big post-it marks on it with question marks saying, I can't even understand what you wrote here because your English is so terrible. And then they send me that marked up turd of a manuscript, and I stare in dismay and despair down at all these corrections marked, and then I start erasing them all, and I put on my own little note saying artistic license, for God's sakes, artistic license, it's supposed to be incomprehensible. And then I send that back to the publisher, where I'm sure they stare at it in dismay and despair for a while, and then frankly I don't know what happens, because I never read my own books when they come out. Those printed books might be blank for all I know. To sum up, there's an old saying that I'm going to mangle now that says that in order to break the rules, you must first know them. Grammar is like that. First you have to know how they work and what the rules are, and then you can feel free to break them as much as you want. Writing is an art form, and nobody necessarily expects perfect grammar or perfect adherence to rules when you're writing. As long as you communicate what you're trying to communicate, it's all good. So thanks again, Jason, for your question. Until next time, my name's Jeff Summers, and Meek Speak. So thanks again, Jason, for your question. So thanks again, Jason, for your question. Until next time, I'm Jeff Summers, and me speak English good.